and we're going to just finish the last little bit of the album, which is the back cover. I just covered the chipboard in adhesive, and now I'm sticking it down to this paper, which is from American Crafts, and I wanted the green color, and I'm going to ink the edges in the color box fluid chalk. I've chosen a journaling spot, and on the back of my trade albums I always put my name, the swap club that it was created for, and the date it was created, just so that the people know, they have a record of where it came from for themselves. And so I've done that on this journaling spot from the My Mind's Eye Trey Jolie collection, and I'm just gluing it to the back. I'm going to assemble the album, and now I'm going to show you the rest of it all together. Hi everyone, I've finished my September Tradewind Scrappers Swap mini album. Tradewind Scrappers is the mini album swap club on my web community, and that is the scrapbeach.ning.com, and I'll put a link in the information box for this video to that. So well, I did another one of my jewelry charms, and I love that the blue worked with the blue on the cover perfectly. So the challenge for this month, there's no themes for the albums, but there's a little challenge on Tradewind Scrappers, and it was thick and chunky. So, and how you apply the challenge is totally up to you. I chose to have thick and chunky elements on my album, like the cork and paper flower with the 2 stacked buttons is one of them. And then I also did embossing in copper on top of the paper, which I distressed. And then it's hard to see, but this corrugated cardboard is covered with Tim Holtz crackle paint in old paper and sprayed with glimmer mist in suede, which is and the letters were cut out on my Big Shot with the Quick Cuts 4x8 font Dragonfly, which I love. So here on the first page, this paper is making memories from their Slice ledger pack, and I just stamped on it with this stamp from Inkadinkadoo, and then I made this tag, and this tag is a stamp from Autumn Leaves, and I added some orange bling, and then on the back I added some stamping from Hot Off the Press in Chestnut Roan, and then I also added some white because I love the way white embossing looks on craft cardstock. And then I popped this up on dimensional adhesive so that the tag could slide easily in and out. And this page, again, there's some stamping, and it's also been sprayed with glimmer mist. And then this here is from Fancy Pants, and what I did was I painted it with crackle paint, Tim Holtz crackle paint, and then I sprayed it with glossy accents, then I sprayed it with Tattered Angels glimmer mist in suede, and then I covered the whole thing with glossy accents to make it shiny. And you can't see it on the video, Tattered Angels doesn't really show up very well, but I also sprayed the paper, and you can catch it a little bit if you look on the pink there, you can see it. And then this is also on dimensionals, and then I added a chipboard frame that says Fabulous from Scenic Route. And then this is 3 stamped tags. The stamps are from, on the front are Autumn Leaves, and on the back the stamp is the Art Warehouse. And I made 3 of them, and I tied them together with this variegated brown ribbon, and then I just stuck that there. And then this page I stamped, this Grateful for Family stamp is in from Inkadinkadoo, and then I made this pull-out tag, and you can see that there's place on this for 5 photos and for 4 journaling spots. I was really impressed with the amount of places I had for photos in the book, even though it's pretty tiny. And here's another photo mat, and this paper is SEI, I think, and then this paper is Scenic Route, and I also made this on dimensionals so that I could get a tag back here. And then I stamped it on both sides with chestnut roan and craft. And then this ribbon is from Cosmo Cricket, I think, or maybe Making Memories, and as is this one. And instead of tying it in a knot, I actually tied a piece of embroidery floss around it in a little bow. And so that will hold the ribbon on and give an extra little accent there. And then there's this ribbon here. And then on the next page, I have taken a Rusty Pickle chipboard flourish, and this one I painted with the Tim Holtz crackle paint and old paper, which is the only color I have, and then I changed the color of the item by rubbing Making Memories paint over the crackle paint, and the crackle paint will pick up the color. So I really only need old paper, and it looks really nice. It's just an extra step, but it keeps me from having to have lots of crackle paint. I then sprayed that with the Glimmer Mist in Suede and in Spring Mint, and then I covered it with Diamond Glaze. And then I also made these tags here, and I put them so that, you know, patterned paper would show when they were not in their tag, but there's space for photos and journaling on those tags. And then this is a fall soft-spoken accent from Me and My Big Ideas. I think that's who does soft-spoken. That I've had has some little beads on it. It says fall. And then here is a chipboard frame that pulls out to make photo mats. And actually what I envisioned was putting a photo, actually gluing a photo here, and then to have it face out in the frame, because then another piece of cardstock could be glued to the back of the photo for another photo mat or for some journaling. And then when you opened it up, there would be a different picture here. And then here's a grunge board piece that I covered with Tattered Angels Glimmer Mist in Suede. And here's a tag from Daisy D's. It pulls in and out of this little pocket I made here, and I just accented it with some twine. And then here is another one of those chipboard pieces that I have covered in crackle paint and Glimmer Mist. And then I also made tags, or I covered these tags from My Mind's Eye on the back with some Making Memories ledger paper. So there's plenty of room for journaling and pictures on the tags and whatever else. And they fit right in here, and this chipboard holds them in. And then here it says gratitude is an action word, and this stamp is from Inkadinkado as well. And I don't have any photo turns, so I actually took a grunge board arrow and decorated it with glossy accents and used that and put a brad through it. And so this now will fold down, and then it folds out, and you can see room for pictures and journaling on it as well. And then on the back I put the name of the swap group, the month of the trade, and then my title, and then I signed it. And that's it. That's the album, and I hope she enjoys it. Thanks for watching.